Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, Shohei Ohtani.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. And that's way high. And we're underway. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Got it. And there's one down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Just missed.
1-1. Ball.
One out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. That's a little bit low. Outside, and that is ball four.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Ohtani checks the runner. Chisholm back in on a dive. Inside, almost got him.
That's a ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Judge waits. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And ball four, two aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, one out. And here comes Bellinger. And that misses. And that's ball one. And the sweeper misses.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Chisholm on second. Judge over at first with one away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
2 on, 1 out.
Hey.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Second and third, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. Two on, 2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So up next, Austin Wells. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Base is loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that is out of play.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
There's the strike at the knees. 2 outs. Bases are full. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And towing the slab here, Garrett Cole.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Mookie Betts will get us started. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Turns and fires to Betts. That one fouled off. On the ground to third, and foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. One away. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. And he drops it down the third baseline. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Freddie Freeman. He's one of those guys that seems to get better as he gets older. That's outside. And that is ball one. And a strike.
I got a ball, one strike.
Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One down, base is empty. Misses
That's
the
ball
zone
two.
for a ball. That was the sweeper. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah.
Second inning here, no score. That missed by a lot. Full count, 3-2. On the outside corner, got him looking. 2 down, base is empty. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike 1.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Two outs. And that one is inside ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Down in order go the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in L.A., here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one outside. And the count even 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Will Smith to the plate. Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one not close. Ball 2.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Cole, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Inside, and that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Max Muncy. Big time power. In there at the knees. Smith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. On the ground. There's one out. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. And a breaking ball misses outside. Two outs, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Dominguez settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Ohtani back to work. And that's a little bit high. Ball one.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Fastball for a strike. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3-2. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Walked his first time. On the corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second is Jazz. Now a relay to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
One down, runner at third. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He reached out a walk his first time. This one in the air, right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Bellinger up to hit. Swings through that one for strike one. Bellinger, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now it's the second baseman. Just missed.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Swing and a tapper. Over to Goldie. Out. And a couple of quick outs. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Mookie Betts digs in now. Fly to center his first time. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Next offering way off the plate. That's inside. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
In the air, left field. Dominguez coming on, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for LA. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. Here's Stanton now.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Out towards right center field. Pajes on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And here is Austin Wells. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one is inside. And a foul ball. Strike 2.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
One down, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Muncy makes the play. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1, 2, 3. Go the Yankees. Still tied 1-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom of the 4th. There's Freddie Freeman now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that's way high. 1-1. And misses inside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, center field. Bellinger pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. The batter now will be Will Smith. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That's in there. It's 0-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Fastball is outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side. Makes the sliding stop. What a play. Inning over. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now, Jason Dominguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
You know, these Yankees finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez hauls it in for the out.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera. Struck out swinging his first time.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Went with the sweeper, outside. But it misses. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Way inside. Now all even up. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So the batting order turns over. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Up and in, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Two outs. Outside low. And the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And there's a foul ball.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Michael Grove up and throwing. Vesia also throwing. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. Over to first. And that is that. The Yanks lead one. Halfway home. All even. One apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom five. Max Muncy. That misses off the outside edge. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And that one cutting but missing down low. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at bat that Muncy can deliver. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Fly to left his first time. That's in there. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And fouled off. Muncy on at first. Nobody out. Next offering way upstairs. And a slider misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Just missing there. And now 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Muncy headed for third. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of the stick.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. This one in the dirt.
No ball, 2 strikes.
No outs. Runner on second. And that one almost hit him.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the second baseman. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think just hit hard. Should be extra bases. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw in there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. This one high in the air to left center. Bellinger moving under this one. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they're up by 3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And here comes Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Yankees 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Michael Grove.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Away, away, away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. In the air, left field, down the line. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
One out. Runner at second. And now Giancarlo Stanton. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo. Light tower power?
That's right.
0-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and
One ball,
away.
one strike.
Bellinger over at second, one down. And downstairs. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Bellinger is in to score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a two-run game.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And that's in there for strike one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Grove, 28 years old. He's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in West Virginia. Off the plate inside, and that's ball one. And foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Edman sizes this one up. They got it for out number two.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Outside.
That's a ball.
Ball one. Slice to right. Fair ball. Stanton around second, heads for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Michael Grove is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tanner Scott.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Ripped on a line. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And that drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hamilton getting cranked up as well. And it's even up. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Gets off a throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. Hernandez at third. Smith at first. 1 gone.
Ball, that pitch is out.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And another ball.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
First and third, 1 down. Little chopper rolls foul. Two on, 1 out. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2. To third, tag, got him.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That's too low. Going to count 1 and 2. little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And it remains 2-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger sizing this one up. And that'll do it. But they push across 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Yankees 2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
The Yankees looking to rally. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Vesia, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Trinan, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's a little high. Lifted in the air, out to left. Corrals it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, shortstop,
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. The shortstop takes the ball. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Right through there for a strike.
He swings and fouls one off. The Yankees trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Chisholm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. He was late there, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. They trail at 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here is Michael Conforto. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Line drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now it's the second baseman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Off the
Outside.
plate, ball one.
Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the bottom of the seventh. That misses, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2 the count. Count's full.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
And that is out of play. Tap foul at the plate. One out and a runner at second. Line and a base hit into right. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Two on, one out. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Late swing fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 in this one. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
1-0 to Freddie Freeman. And a big swing and a miss.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Fought off foul. The Dodgers threatening. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
There's a strike.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that one hammered back there. And gone. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tim Hill done for the afternoon. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Jake Cousins into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Will Smith now at the plate. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Muncy stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. That misses. Now 1-2. Two outs. He goes down looking. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam. It's now a 10-2 ball game. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
And that misses. Now 2-0. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Man at first. Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
And that one handled. Beats to second. Out there. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch misses inside. And that is ball 1. Pulls that one foul. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Yankees 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball.